Is Kawasaki on life support as Prado packs it in? Hey everybody, Walty Wanderers, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. Let's jump back on the moto merry-go-round, examine the good, the bad, and maybe a little bit of the ugly.
No, Walty, not the ugly. Only examine rainbows and sunshine and triumph.
No. Somebody's got to read between the lines. Look between the ruts. We got some ruts to look through today. Kawasaki. George. Welcome to the swimming pool. You know, this is getting pretty deep out there, right? The ruts are getting pretty deep. The moto swamp is getting thick. Wall Street is infiltrated. And this is just a byproduct of that, really. I mean, this is insane because during the crisis, all that stimulus money found its way into the manufacturers and the riders' pockets. And now as the economy's shrinking, we've already seen the cracks developing over at KTM. They blew it and overextended themselves. And they're now in a massive restructuring. Gnarly. And we're just getting started, dude. We're at the front end of this. And just the progression of the industry itself is way too, what's the word I'm looking for? It's way too progressive. It's just way too progressive, right? And it's become completely just a money grab for the industry. The hardcore days are over. It's just watered down Telemundo, just you name it, mini bikes, electric, intermissions. It's not good. The gnarliness, we know it's blood sport. We know it's gladiator games. Dudes are dying, wheelchairs, walkers, Washougal. Horrendous crash. That in itself is a whole debacle. Because even Chase, unbeknownst to him that crash had even happened, and mentioned it in the presser. So now the cat's way out of the bag. This will have to be addressed. Right now, the industry suits are not in conference rooms talking about what they're going to do with Ricky next year at Supercross. They're talking how they're going to basically, keep themselves from suffering the blowback of this. It's the nature of the game, man. You want to play, you're going to pay. It's just the way it is, man. So, lot to blow apart. If you're new, get subscribed, jump over to the community page and participate in some of the polling. We asked it, is Cowie kind of at the point now where they should have kept Ando, who was like their marquee guy, their veteran rider, the guy that had been with him, his mechanic and him, they were just great, right? They were just cool. Everything about those dudes are cool. But they didn't like that. Ando was too much a free thinker, forward thinker, critical thinker, and he wasn't sugarcoating it, so they ousted him. That's my guess. So, stick around. Like I said, if you're new, we're going to be covering our boy El Hombre because he deserves it. He's earned that, man, for sure. But Prado, he's gone from rainbows and sunshine, super likable, cordial. They gave him all kinds of wiggle room. They gave him a big leash. Now, if I'm his agent, what I know from back in the day, my days in the industry, agent's going to go to the negotiation table like this.
Champ, MXGP champ. This dude, phenomenal. He's going to be easily top 10 guy in Supercross, and he hasn't even ridden Supercross yet. That's how talented he is. But when we get to the outdoors, he'll be on the podium every weekend, and probably this is a guy that will be contending for the championship.
Boom! Didn't happen. Didn't go down like that. And he got paid like that, right? Then, now the waters are getting super deep, because, if they lose Prado, which it looks like there's a good chance they will, because clearly now he's not happy. The media has been covering him. He hit his breaking point. He knows that he's got to blame something to negotiate a deal back in Europe. So his agent can go, it wasn't him, it was the bike. It wasn't him and the bike. There's problems at Cowie behind the scenes. There is problems. They made the wrong move. They really did. They should never but it was, their hands were tied. Ando was just, he had to go because they just signed Jorge and they got Shea Sexton, and Ando's contract was up. It was like, we love to keep you, Ando. We like you, dude, but you got to go. And plus, Ando's finishes haven't been that great, and he's clearly to the end of his career. But Cowie's got issues because you see, Prado knows that now at this point, he hears the people talking around the truck, like when Chase gets here, and he's going to be worse off than Ando. He's going to be worse off than Ando because listen, He's had enough races under his belt to show. He showed us he can definitely start, and he showed us his lap times during qualifying are good. He's got something's happening during the race. I don't know if it's during the week. He's just not training properly, or something's going on where he knows he's on his way out. I think they're right now they're trying to work out how they can get out of this deal mutually. But unfortunately, because of that contract, I'm sure it's favoring the rider. So Cowie's a little bit bummed. Cowie, I mean, you guys, welcome to the swimming pool, man. Like this was jacked up. Like you guys kind of jacked yourself up in a big way. But we asked it on the community page. Did Cowie blow it by letting Ando go and keeping Prado? Let's jump over, take a look at that polling, then we're going to meet back here and wrap it up. Let's get started. All right, race fans, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors, throw on your open face, and pull a fresh tear off, because the roost is about to fly. When asked on the Walty Wanderers community page of the YouTube channel, does Kawasaki wish they had kept Jason and let George go? 71% of you are saying, oh yeah, bro, they should have kept El Hombre, while 29% of you are saying, no, they should have kept George. George is fast and he's going to show up. You just wait, Walty. Well, we're all waiting, and I just don't know, my friends. This one has a big question mark on it, but thanks to everybody who participated in the polling. Make sure you guys jump over there and get into the comments. But the roost tends to fly. There are some barn burners. Now let's jump back to the studio and wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back, and there you go. So, yeah, it's kind of clear. Like, it's just the way it's going now. Prado's gone, and here's the challenge for Cowie. This is gnarly. This is gnar. Like at KTM, they lost AP, they lost VL, they lost Beaumer, and they just got back Chase. Otherwise, they would be with no riders. They had 2 trucks. Chase even himself at the presser, he's like, dude, I got a motorhome. Just give me your box truck. Bring 3 trucks next weekend, because 2 seemed to help you, Chase. I mean, you had a lot of people apparently, circling you and all that extra attention. You probably wish you had stayed at the KTM, and I think you should. I don't think your problems get any better. I think there's something going over at KTM. And the reality is this, it all comes down to the industry. And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy who wants to see you not only on the track, off the track. Understand the waters you're swimming in now, they're shark infested. Cowie, George, welcome to the swimming pool. Getting deep over there. Like I said before we got to final thoughts, it is the industry. It's getting to manufactured, watered down bubble gum, just manufactured Telemundo playoffs, electric mini bike intermissions. This is hardcore gladiator blood sports stuff. Even Chase said during the presser, before he even knew of Jeremy Hand's crash down the downhill that flung his bike into the fans. That's a sketchy area. Right now, the suits are not in their conference rooms talking about what Ricky's going to speak about at Supercross next year. They're talking about how they can put out these fires. It's all coming to fruition. You don't need to recreate the wheel. This is a niche sport, alternative sports. It will never be mainstream ball sports. And this is what we're looking at today with Cowie and George, is this a byproduct of that. In the meantime, Walty will have to be here to blow the lid off at every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.